Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man we've all been waiting for, the wonderful artist, straight from the London Palladium, and the comedians. Ladies and gentlemen, he's here, Ken Goodwin. Come on,
Thank you very much. Settle down now. I don't... Shut your gob, you. That told him, didn't it? What about this fella that went to the doctors and he said, "Doctor, I think I'm a bell." He said, "Well, go home and lie down for a couple of days, and if there's no change, give us a ring." And this Irishman rang up the airport. He said, "Is that reception?" She said, "Yes, it is." He said, "Could you tell me how long it would take me to fly to Ireland?" She said, "Just a minute." He said, "Thank you very much." I was talking to the wife the other day. She said, "You see that fella over there, Ken?" I said, "Yes, I was just looking at him when you said that." And she said, "Well, he's been out with every woman on this estate except one." I said, "Who's that, love?" She said, "I think it's the woman at the corner shop." This woman come to our house. She said, "I'm collecting for the local swimming bath, so I give her a bucket of water." Hey, and I was in court the other day as well, you know, and the judge said, "What happened?" I said, "I was cleaning this lady's bedroom windows," and he said, "Go on." And I said, "This lady came in the bedroom with a pair of thingies on," so he said, "Go on." And I said, "This fella come in with his what's-its on," so he said, "Go on." And I said, "They were dashing around the bedroom that fast I couldn't tell what was going on." And he said, "Are you going to tell us what happened?" I said, "I don't know." He said, "Why don't you know?" I said, "My ladder broke." He said, "Your ladder broke, how did that happen?" I said, "Well, there were 17 of us on it." The judge was dead, man. He said to this fella, "I'm sending you down for 15 years. He said, "I can't do that." He said, "Do what you can then." And what about this woman that come running out of the bank screaming blue murder? And this policeman said, "What's up?" She said, "An elephant's just been in and robbed the bank." He said, "Will you recognise it again if you see it?" She said, "No, it had a stocking over its head." What a riot sounds that. Hey, and it's funny, you know, it's funny, but, you know, when I go shopping now, and I'm not acting daft, you know, and I'm being serious, and I walk in, and I walked into this shoe shop, and I said, "A pair of crocodile shoes, please." He said, "Certainly. What size is your crocodile, say?" We're having a good time, aren't we? I have the same trouble getting a suit, you know. I walked into this shop and I said, "I want to try that suit on in the window." He said, "Well, you can't. You'll have to try it on in the cubicle." Hey, and I was in this pub, and this fella came in and he said, "A double whiskey, drinks all round and have a pint yourself." And the manager said, "Thanks very much, £5.15. He said, "I haven't got any money." He went, "Smack, get out." And don't come back. He said, "All right then." So the next night he come in again and he said, "A double whiskey, drinks all round and nothing for you." He said, "Why?" He said, "You get nasty when you've had a drink." And I saw this fella with a long face, and I talked to anybody, me, that I talk back, and I said, "What's up with you?" And he said, "I'm not going home to our house." I said, "Aren't you?" He said, "No." I said, "Why aren't you going back?" He said, "There's a terrible smell in our house." I said, "Is there?" He said, "Aye, the wife keeps cats." I said, "Well, have you tried opening the window?" He said, "What, let all my pigeons out?" Hey, And what about this horse that collapsed in Piccadilly? And this policeman was stood there with his notebook 10 minutes. And the sergeant said, well, what are you waiting for? He said, how do you spell Piccadilly? He said, P-I-K... Oh, drag it into Tib Street. Drag it into Tib Street. We'll all have bellyache, won't we? Hey, and what about this village idiot joined the army? Wasn't me, but I knew him. And he joined up, and he lost his rifle. And the CO said, where is it? He said, I've lost it. He said, you'll have to pay for it now. He said, I'm not paying for it, because it's not mine. He said, you'll have to. He said, because anything you get issued within the army, if you lose it, you have to pay for it. He said, well, what would happen if I was driving a tank and I lost that? He said, you'd have to pay for it. He said, it's no wonder these captains go down with the ships, is it? I got my first fan letter today. Do you get it? I got a letter from my mum as well. She writes to me now and again. I'll just read it to you. My granny sent me one once, you know, but this one's from my mum. It says, Dear Ken. She's not Scotch, because they say that as well, don't they, Dear Ken? Do you get it? Dear Ken. My mum says that as well. Dear Ken, here are a few lines. Then she's written 2 straight lines underneath there. Here are a few lines with the family news. You will be pleased to learn that your father now has a new job with 500 men under him. He is cutting the grass at the cemetery. Do you get it, eh? And your brother John has joined the army. And he has only been in a fortnight, and they have made him a court-martial already. And he is going away for 6 months to give Her Majesty pleasure. And it goes on to say here, your father now has started keeping pigs in the backyard, and there is an awful smell from your loving mother. She's as daft as me, she is.
I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little lady comes by. Now I don't know if she'll get away, she doesn't always get away, but anyhow I know that she'll try. Oh me, oh my, I hope the little lady goes to walla da dollar da diddy boom boom. There's no other girl I would wait for. This one that breaking the day for. I won't have to ask what she's late for. She wouldn't leave me flat, she's not a girl like that. She's absolutely wonderful and marvellous and beautiful, and anyone can understand why. I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street